I knew something was wrong the moment my bedroom camera blinked. The tiny blue light in the corner of the device turned on, then off, then on again. I was standing in the doorway holding a cup of tea, completely still, watching it. I hadn't touched that camera in weeks. My name is Emily Carter. I'm 26, and I live alone in a second-floor apartment in Portland, Oregon. 3 months earlier, after a break-in happened across the street, my sister convinced me to buy a cheap indoor security camera. "It'll help you sleep," she said. At first, it did. I'd check the app before bed, make sure the front door was locked, glance at the living room feed, and relax. But after a while, it became background noise. Just another gadget collecting dust. Until that night, the blue light blinked again. I slowly set my tea down. The app on my phone still showed the camera as offline. That didn't make sense. If it was offline, why was the activity light on? I opened the app. The bedroom feed was black. No error message, no loading symbol, just black. Then my phone buzzed, motion detected. Bedroom camera. I stared at the notification. I was already looking into my bedroom. Nothing was moving. My bed was made. My closet door was shut. The lamp was off. I tapped the feed, still black. Then another notification came through. Person detected. Bedroom camera. My hands went cold. There was no one in there. I knew there was no one in there. I stepped into the room and turned on the lamp. Warm yellow light flooded the space. Nothing. No one under the bed. No closet movement. No open window. No sign of anyone. My breathing slowed. "Glitch," I whispered. I picked up the camera from the shelf and unplugged it. The blue light died instantly. Better. I carried it into the kitchen and left it face down on the counter. Then I locked my apartment door, checked it twice, and went to bed. At 2:14 a.m., my phone vibrated under my pillow. I opened one eye and checked the screen. Motion detected. Bedroom camera. I sat straight up. The room was dark, silent. My heart pounded as I reached for the lamp. The light came on. Nothing. Then I remembered the camera was in the kitchen, unplugged, face down. I grabbed my phone with shaking hands and opened the app. The bedroom feed was live. I stopped breathing. The camera angle was wrong. It wasn't facing the bed from the shelf anymore. It was low to the ground, hidden, pointing upward from somewhere near my dresser. The image showed me sitting in bed, phone in hand, frozen, watching myself. I couldn't move. Then the feed twitched, like someone had touched the camera. The frame shifted slightly to the left, and in the reflection of my bedroom mirror, I saw a figure standing behind me. I spun around so fast, I nearly fell off the bed. Nothing. No one. The room was empty. When I looked back at the phone, the feed had disconnected. I ran to the kitchen. The camera was exactly where I left it, unplugged, face down. I didn't sleep again that night. At sunrise, I called building management. They sent a maintenance guy named Rob around noon. He checked the locks, the windows, even the attic hatch in the hallway outside my unit. "No sign of forced entry," he said. He looked at the camera on the counter. "These cheap ones bug out sometimes." "It was unplugged," I said. He gave me a polite smile people use when they don't believe you. Probably delayed notifications. I wanted to argue, but I was too tired. After he left, I packed the camera into its box. I was ready to throw it away. Then I noticed something stuck to the bottom. A folded piece of paper. I unfolded it. There were only 4 words written in black marker. "Don't remove the lens." I stared at it for a full minute. I had bought the camera brand new. No paper came with it. No handwritten note. I checked the box again. Nothing else. I should have thrown it out right there instead. I looked at the front of the camera. The lens reflected my face back at me. And for some reason, I remembered how wrong the feed angle had looked. Low to the ground, not from the shelf, not from anywhere visible. My fingers moved before my brain could stop them. I twisted the lens cover. It popped off, inside the camera body. There was no lens assembly, no circuitry, no electronics, just an empty shell. and taped inside it a tiny micro SD card. My throat tightened. This wasn't a camera. It was a prop. A disguise. I ran to my laptop and inserted the card. One folder, no file names, only dates. Every date from the last 3 months. I clicked the newest one. A video opened. My bedroom. Night vision mode, green and grainy. I was asleep. The angle was from inside my closet. I covered my mouth. The closet door in the video slowly opened. A dark figure stepped out, tall, thin, wearing gloves. It stood beside my bed for nearly 10 minutes, just watching me sleep. Then it leaned down close to my face. So close its hair brushed my pillow. I slammed the laptop shut. My whole body shook. Someone had been inside my apartment, not once, repeatedly for months. I called the police. 2 officers arrived within 20 minutes. I showed them the fake camera, the SD card, the video. One officer, Martinez, replayed it twice. Do you know this person? No. Anyone with access to your apartment? No. Ex-boyfriend? Neighbor? Maintenance? No. My voice cracked. Officer Martinez softened his tone. We'll take the card for evidence. We'll also request hallway footage from your building. Bagged everything and gave me a case number before leaving. He said something I'll never forget. Until we know more, don't stay here alone tonight. I packed a bag and drove to my sister Rachel's house across town. She made tea, locked every door, and told me I was safe. I wanted to believe her. At 11:48 p.m., my phone buzzed. Unknown number, 1 text. You took the wrong camera. My hands went numb. Rachel read the message over my shoulder. Call the police. Now, I did. Martinez answered after 2 rings. I read in the text. There was a pause, then he asked, What do you mean, wrong camera? My blood turned cold. Never collected a camera, he said. I couldn't breathe. Yes, you did. This afternoon. You took the SD card. No officers were dispatched to your apartment today, Miss Carter. Rachel grabbed my arm. I put the call on speaker. Martinez continued. The case number you gave us doesn't exist. The room tilted. I remembered the uniforms, the badges, the evidence bag, the calm voice, the polite smile, all fake. Someone had entered my apartment, pretended to be police, and taken the only proof. My phone buzzed again. Another text, this time with a photo attached. I opened it. It was Rachel's front yard, taken from outside the window, current timestamp. And below it, one message. You should have stayed home. I was still shaking when Rachel called 911. Then my phone received a video from inside her house. Someone had already hidden a camera there. We searched in panic until I found it inside a ceramic owl and smashed it. Suddenly, all the lights went out. Police arrived, but the man standing in the hallway vanished before they could catch him. Officers searched the house and found more hidden cameras and microphones, but no intruder. Later, the real Officer Martinez checked my apartment. He found proof that someone had been secretly entering for months through the crawlspace. The next morning, I got another text. Check your bag. Inside my overnight bag was a hoodie and a note. I know you better when you're scared. Then I realized the stalker took the SD card because it contained something worse. Rachel checked her outdoor security footage. The man outside was Rob, the maintenance worker. Police raided his storage room and found hidden cameras, hard drives, and hundreds of photos of women being watched in private. But Rob disappeared before they could arrest him. 3 months later, I moved to Chicago and started over. Then tonight, I found a blinking hidden camera inside my bathroom mirror. My phone buzzed. Miss me. Then another photo appeared. It was me, standing in my bathroom, taken from above the shower. A final text arrived. You still look better when you're scared. Then, outside the bathroom door, the floorboards creaked.